lives right now. It's very difficult, but beauty pageants continue to be a source of hope even in these difficult times. Thank you.
Thank you. My next question is from Justin Peresorda. Hi, Mars. Good afternoon. Mars, the question is, aside from the blue crown, what crown are you eyeing?
Thank you for that question. Of course, this platform of Miss World Philippines has been such an experience already because it is purpose driven and it's really bringing out my authenticity and vulnerability. If I had to choose a crown besides Miss World, of course, because we want to aim high, it would be Miss Supranational. Because I do stand for what we believe in elegance and beauty. As a profession of medical aesthetics, I do want to embrace unique beauty and tell everyone how empowering it is to celebrate on Sunday. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And my last question is Mars, question. You joined another pageant also, and it is national. For you, what are your advantages joining Miss World?
Thank you, Mark, for that question. I actually don't see it as advantages, but I think experience is something that should be something that is nice actually. Nice in the sense that if you have experience in anything, in any experience, you can do better. And I feel like when I was passionate about beginning, I was still very overwhelmed and I was very nervous. But right now that I'm 27 years old and this is already my third pageant, I feel very authentic and I feel very strong in the sense that I know who I am and I know being here on the stage today, I can show you my true self.
Thank you so much, girls, and good luck. Now, you can take my
Good afternoon, girls. I'd like to ask. I'm from Manila Business side. I'd like to ask number 9, the positive, kind of. Number 13, really young. Number 19, 18 experience, one of that. Actually, I have a common question for all. It's very simple. My question is very simple. How do you handle pressure and inside example for you have to issue handle your successfully in the past?
So good afternoon, everyone. I'm Anna. Hi. So I have handled pressure before since I have joined several business competitions, as well as constant exams as well for in my college due to the demand. And being here in the pageant, as a writer, I don't see it actually as a business. I see it as an opportunity. Yes, it's not building a pocket, but actually, I see it as an opportunity for something new. I believe in my team, I believe in myself, and I would surprise each and every one through all the challenges.
As an aspiring yoga teacher, I've come to learn that grace comes from when you exert the opposite effort that gravity gives on your body. You have to resist the motion to let it fall and let it bloom like honey. In my job as an event host, I encounter pressure every day. I encounter the pressure of making an everyday event in my life some special occasion in someone else's. You see, when I wake up in the morning and I go to work, it's always someone's birthday, it's always someone's anniversary. Someone's Christmas party. It's a special occasion. And it's such an enriching experience for me to be able to allow people to be seen, to feel like they're being heard and understood and accepted, even if it is something as simple as a job. Today in this world, Philippines, I face the pressure of representing a truly exceptionally empowered Filipina. And the weight that goes with representing that, having garnered crowns as well, my fellow Samuano who is sitting over here, brings us so much pride. But that also means that I have big shoes to fill. But you cannot doubt the fact that I'm more than up to that task. Thank you.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. Let me tell you a short story. When I was 16 years old, I first started working in the fast food chain.
while I studied. And it is the time that I was able to experience so much pressure because I need to juggle my working time as a model or ushering events and also as a student. But I know that all of the pressure that I'm experiencing is just a stepping stone for me to reach my dream. That's like hearing Miss Meur. We are all experiencing so much pressure, but we know that the reason why we are doing here because we have our purpose and we have our dream and goal that we want to reach. And I know that whatever pressure comes along the way, we will able to make it because we love what we are doing.
Thank you very much. Good luck in handling pressure for the next challenges. I give the floor to Elsa.
Thank you. Hi, girls. Good afternoon. Congratulations in advance from the Crown Philippines. This is Christian. My questions are for Albay, Makati City, and Rojas City. Oh, Makati number 15. I'm so sorry. Right. So, with the influence of social media nowadays, how does an expansive social media network influences your role as an exceptionally empowered woman? Number 3 can start.
Could you please repeat the question again?
Sorry. With the influence of social media nowadays, how does an expansive social media network influences your role as an exceptionally empowered woman?
I think an expansive social media network influences me or compels me to think very carefully before I post something or before I make a statement. I think it's important to know your audience and to know the people you have influence over. So I think that before anything, you must think before you click, and you must educate yourselves in order for you to be able to use your voice properly and use your voice to uplift people rather than bring them down. Thank you.
Paula?
As for me, I think that social media, as we know, it's a great platform. It's being so expanding right now. As an exceptionally empowered Filipina, I'd rather use those platforms to show how Filipinos are. I've been doing that in Barcelona, Norway, Germany, and I use now social media because it reaches internationally and all around the world. And I always showcase my culture, my traditions, my friends, and showcase how happy and proud Filipina I am. Thank you.
Hi, I definitely agree with what my sisters just said. For me, social media is such an amazing platform where I can share not only the things that I like or the food that I like, but also be able to share my story. As an advocate of suicide prevention, I have used social media to share my purpose, to share my story to everybody that it's okay to have a mental illness, it's okay to have mental health problems. And I feel like without social media, we won't be able to do or express these things or to share these platforms to everybody who needs to hear it. And I feel like, yes, we have so many risks of speaking up and expressing our voice on social media, but I feel like if you do not speak up, then we are also at the same time silencing a group of people that needs to be heard. Thank you.
So much. Congratulations.
Mabuhay, good afternoon to everyone. I'd like to ask candidates for questions.
You can excuse them. We'd like to advise the media guests to please refrain from asking the girls who have already been asked prior. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Good afternoon again. I'm Ivan Concepcion from Manila Standard. I'd like to ask number 24, 34, and 20 kung hindi pa naman. 24 and 34. Okay. 34 na tanong na pala. Okay, number, please come forward, number 7. May we know who's your Filipino beauty queen role model and why?
That's a hard question. I have to say my mother, of course, not just because she was a successful beauty queen, she was a beauty queen as a mother to me, with the morals and values that she raised me as a multicultural woman. And I'll be eternally grateful for her endless love, support, and kindness.
Thank you, Ashley. Kasi,
Good afternoon, everyone. I promise I'm not just saying this because it's Miss World, but I actually Megan Young. I met her when I was probably 17, and I had no plans at all to join a beauty pageant. But when you're in front of a beauty queen, you really acknowledge the aura and the power that they hold in the room. And so I thought that the most inspiring people in the world, whether a beauty queen or a politician or anyone that I go to see, has that kind of aura. And I wanted to strive for that. I wanted to be a woman who could stand out in a room and could say what they want in a way that reaches out to the people. So really, a beauty with a purpose. And so I would say, really.
you,
Hi everyone, my name is Erica. So nice to see everybody here. And same with Allison actually, well not Megan Young, but somebody that I really, really admire from this world is Tracy. Tracy, and I think I did express this from the first time I saw her back in the final screening. And the reason why I picked Tracy is because aside from the fact that she is genuinely kind, who fell in love with her was her advocacy for single parents. My mother, hi mom, she's right here, and I have personally witnessed so many struggles that my mother has gone through as a single parent. And that's the reason why Tracy's story has touched me, and I'm pretty sure that it has touched thousands of lives, not only here in the Philippines, but all across the world as well. And I can only wish that I can be half of who Tracy is. Thank you.
last question. It's actually one of the aspects of this World Philippines 2022. What makes you an exceptionally empowered Filipino? Okay, star model.
Yeah, sure. Okay, for me, an exceptionally empowered Filipina is definitely somebody who wholeheartedly and 100% embraces who she is, no matter how that looks to other people. Because I think one of the problems that our generation faces is really the ability to be able to love ourselves. I think a lot of people here can agree. Me too, I am very guilty of that. But through maturity and through realization, and as I grew through life, I have built my confidence through my experiences. And I think that we should focus on the things that we are instead of focusing on the things that we are not. Because this is where true empowerment comes from. And I think, and trust me when I say that there's nothing more to be in this world, nothing more important to be in this world than yourself.
Woman on this stage right now is exceptional. And my whole life, I did strive for excellence in my academics, in my ballet career, but I never felt fully empowered. But I'm just so lucky to have found my purpose in teaching ballet. As you know, I remember I feel so empowered when I teach people new steps, when I teach them to overcome doubts and do things that they thought was beyond their ability. And something as small as that makes me an empowered Filipina, and I want to show that to the entire world.
Thank you. And lastly,
To be an exceptionally powerful animal is constantly changing as the world is evolving. I define it as someone who's able to be innovative despite all of the challenges and changes. I am so proud to have been multifaceted, to be creative in my various careers, and to find other higher platforms such as Miss Philippines, to raise my voice to not only align my goals, but to uplift the people. Thank you.
thank you and good luck to all of you. Next thing is the one and only Edge.
Ayan, isa lang yung question tama. Hello, I'm Edge of Eventologie 101. I would like to ask, Mr. Candace Flowers, And Miss Pangasinan, and Miss Ambales, here. Nakapagsalita ba ang lahat? Alright. Miss, but I have a super simple question, common question. Can you give us three interesting fun facts about yourself that you want us to know? Miss Matangos Province.
Good afternoon, everyone. The three fun facts about me is that I am a swimmer and I am a scholar since I was grade 4 up until college. And I love playing different kind of sports. I'm a very sporty person. And lastly is that I wasn't thinking about getting into pageant and my team just pushed me and thank you so much for that and for pushing me to join this world because I have finally found my purpose.
Saan ka sa Pangasinan?
Padre Garcia po at the training capital of the Philippines.
Miss Pangasinan.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for that question. The first fun and interesting fact about myself is when I was still studying, I was enrolled in a lot of activities by my parents, and I ended up being part of the varsity team of our swimming team, and then a fencer, and part of our dance crew. So I was juggling all these things. At the same time, our parents expected us to be an honor student. That is the first thing. So they really want us to be well-rounded, which is something that me, everyone else here have to learn. We have to learn to multitask and be excellent in all those things. The second would be that, as I mentioned, I can dance, but please do not let me sing because I'm afraid Yolanda will come back. I can definitely try for the Lord when it's worship hour, but in a casual event, let us preserve the heat of the sun. And last but not the least, connected to the second thing I just said, I love the sun and I love going to the beach. Hence my skin tone. Thank you.
Kailangan sa
Hi, I'm sorry to say this, but the first is I can't swim. I really can't swim. I know it's too embarrassing because I have an asthma, so I can't really swim. But I did always swim to practice my breathing. So the second is that I'm afraid of my father. I don't think that's a fact. But for me, it's my father always lets me to do the things that I want to do. And the third is I'm afraid of drugs. Yeah, that is really fun, right? Right? Yes. Thank you. It's a very long story because my father always hates me. Yeah.
backstory.
Do you want to?
Hindi makikinig kami, kayo. Interviewing kita later. Thank you so much for honoring this World Organization. World Philippines. Kita Latina. Hi, welcome.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, ladies, and congratulations. I would like to ask Ms. Quezon Province, Ms. Anna Valdez, as well as Ms. Manila. Hello, ladies. I only have one question for you. Now, the folks that you see in front of you, these are the ones who run social media from Facebook to Instagram. And you are competing with some of the most recognized names in fashion. For the other ladies here, this isn't their first rodeo. How will you ensure that your name and your images will be out there, knowing that you usually pick up great photos, great content? Miss Quezon Province, please.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm so happy to see you in person, Rita. We saw you on IG and live. So, for me, I think one of the reasons that the media would recognize me is not just by join here, but through my cause, which is, as I mentioned earlier, I am a licensed agriculturist. And I want to see the people that there are a lot of women engaging in this type of profession. So I want to inspire the youth that agriculture is a decent job that you can earn, right? And see it as a way of business. So I think that is the most important part of joining this world to influence other people through your cause. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. As my first podcast ever, it's really an honor to meet with these amazing women, and they guide me along my journey to this world. For the media to recognize me, I try to be my authentic self. And as an advocate for teenage mothers, I really hope I can spread awareness about what these young mothers go through, and I want to do my best to give them the strength to be the best mothers that they can be, no matter what age.
Hi, Tita. Nice to meet you po. So, as a first time in Eventologie, I am really grateful for the opportunity to just be able to stand here along with empowered women. I will share my authenticity here. I will bring my personality to the table because I believe that all the experiences that I will be experiencing here is more than enough. And I'm really grateful to be able to stand here, getting outside of my comfort zone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ladies. And if I may, yes, for you guys to be recognized, don't hesitate to have these pages because these are the ones who will post your images so that you can have like a broader reach. Thanks so much.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rosalies from Pageant Life Philippines. So may I request Miss Taguig City, Baliwag, Bulacan, and Bulacan Province.
Hello.
Hi. Hello, good afternoon. So our first question is that, do you agree that beauty queens are limited to speak only about social issues? Why?
I think that one beautiful thing about beauty queens, something that I'm sure everyone has heard today, is how multifaceted we are. It isn't just that we are knowledgeable on social issues, that we are active in those, as you can see with many of our advocacies. My advocacy with youth education, for one, tackles underprivileged children and provides them extracurricular activities and resources. Though that is a social issue, it isn't limited within that realm. It is also me exercising the childlike wonder of connecting with children again and allowing them to be impassioned and exceptionally empowered. And aside from that, moving past social issues, we advance personally. We advance in our confidence. We advance in how we portray ourselves. Beauty pageants are not just about one thing, because women do not just represent one thing. So we are here today to show you not only are we intelligent, not only do we believe in things, but we can also wear makeup and our high heels and do it confidently.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I do believe as a we are not limited to share or to say something very sensitive topic. But as a beauty queen, it is a big platform that we need to become sensitive on what we share, like in our social media. But I always believe that each and every one of us, that it is our rights as a human being to have an opinion and to share. But please, let's be responsible of what we share because everyone can see or everyone can influence on what we share and what we say. Thank you very much.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. It's so great to meet you. Thank you for that question. My name is Acha. I'm from Manila, Bulacan, and I agree with what my sisters earlier said. As Philippines, we have such an enormous platform, we have such a big impact, and we have such a wide reach to both influence and encourage other people to discuss important issues and to be aware of current news. So I do think that because we are multidisciplinary empowered women, we we should ensure that when we do talk about these issues, we talk about them in an informed way. As a data scientist of Kenya, and now I'm so excited and happy to share what I've learned in my journey with everyone here today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ladies. You're doing very well, and congratulations.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is Jay from Passion 10. I'd like to call the following candidates from Bulacan, Bacoor, Cavite, and Davao del Norte. Good afternoon, girls. Let's start first from Bulacan. I have a question for you. What has happened to you that made you a stronger person today?
Oh, actually, it's a very good question. It's one of my favorite questions. I think it's the pandemic. Because as what I've said before, I've been joining pageants since I was 14. It's like 16 pageants in total. And during pandemic, my life changed. So from being an extrovert, I somehow switched into being an introvert. So during pandemic, my mom lost her job, and even my whole family, we have to suffer. And then during that time, I have to think of something that I can do to help my family. That is why during the surge of pandemic, as a beauty queen, I literally opened a business, but it's not a fashion business, it's not a clothing business, but I opened a food stall. Why? Because I've observed what are the needs of the person. So I think that's one of the most memorable things that happened in my life and that changed me to be the better version of myself. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. Let's have a Davao del Norte. If you had to cut off all communication with one of your close family members for 5 years, who would it be and why?
It's so hard question, but I don't think I can cut off a family member because they are my family and I want them to be, because I am here because of them and I don't have that.
Thank you so much. That's all from Bacoor, Cavite. The question is, what are you most passionate about?
I'm passionate about helping children with hunger, and that is my identity. As someone who lives in the core Cavite, I have seen a lot of children having conflicts with laws, having experienced traumas, gender-based violence, sexual abuse, and that is what I'm passionate about. Taking care of other people, being in service with my community, adding colors to their lives. And that is actually why I joined Miss World Philippines as my first pageant, because Miss World is a beauty pageant that has its purpose. That somehow I resonate to this pageant and to its purpose. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
All right, and that formally wraps up our Q&A segment. That was indeed inspiring, informative, and definitely not easy. As someone who has been in their shoes, I know how nerve-wracking this is, so great job, ladies. Kudos to all of you. For our media friends, I hope you were able to pick up some brains of our favorite bets. Later on, you can chat with them and extensively interview them after our formal festivities.